what is it that you do?
I am a senior software engineer at Netflix.
Okay. And what initially drew you to the field you're in right now?
Ooh, I have always really liked computers. I got into it because I liked playing online games and I wanted to learn how to build my own games. So I taught myself how to program so I could do that.
Do you have any mentor or idol that you inspired or pushed you to be in the field you're in now?
I don't know, not necessarily now. When I was younger, and especially when like the iPhone came out, I really liked Steve Jobs. He's awesome.
What courses did you take in college that you would say helped you with your career now?
I took a lot. I was a computer science major, so I took a lot of computer science courses. For the most part, actually, like my coursework didn't translate that much to what I'm doing, but it helped lay like the fundamentals, like the foundation of it, and I think that part was important, especially for interviews.
And what degree did you receive in college?
My degree is in computer science and business administration.
And it's a bachelor?
Yeah, bachelor's.
Okay. How long have you worked in this industry?
Ooh. Since I graduated college in 2012, so yeah.
9 years.
9 years.
Were there any risks involved in committing to your career?
So there were definitely risks when I would like choose where I wanted to work. Like I left a big company and went to work for startups.
Is this the first job you've had in your industry?
No, so since I graduated college, have always worked in my industry, but I have worked at, let's see, maybe 5 different companies. So I worked at Zynga, which was like a gaming company. Then I went to a startup that was doing like user onboarding. And then I founded my own startup for a little while. And then I went to another startup that was in kind of like the no-code space, and now I'm at Netflix. So yeah.
Also, what are some hard skills and soft skills that you think are necessary for your job?
Definitely like the hard skill of like writing code and being a software engineer and system design and stuff that I think you kind of learn on the job, but like have to have the foundation of is very important. Like you won't get through a software engineering interview without having that skill. You have to be able to work well with people, communicate. There's a lot of like writing and things involved in like being able to explain the things you're doing to other people so your team can all work together.
Also, what was the progression of your job during the time you've worked in your industry?
I did 2 internships in college, and then my last internship, they offered me a full-time position, so I came back after graduating college, and then have kind of like worked my way up from there. Right now I'm in IC, which is like an individual contributor at Netflix, but in terms of like level, I'm considered like a senior engineer. So you usually start like just a software engineer.
And what are some parts of your job that you would say are unique to it, say like the hours or the benefits or conditions?
There's a lot of unique things, I think, especially at Netflix. There's a lot of like freedom though in my job. Like for the most part, as long as I'm getting my work done and able to attend and communicate with the rest of the team and available, like I can really choose to work when I want. So I really like that. And generally, like software engineers get pretty great benefits, right? Like it's a pretty sought after role. There's not enough people to fill the role, so it's a pretty good job, I think.
Okay. What accomplishment are you most proud of that pertains to your career?
Ooh, I always really liked founding companies. I did a bunch in high school, and so I was really excited to start my own company. It didn't ultimately like work out, like we ended up having to shut it down, but I still like it was really fun to be able to do that.
And which has been more valuable in your career, your education or your experience, in your opinion?
Definitely experience. I think education got me in the door for like my first, it basically helped me get the internship, which helped me get the job, but like especially for software engineering, it's important to know the hard skills, like you said. I think that though the interview system for software engineering is still not the best, and they value a lot of those like skills and foundational kind of like learnings that you get from education. So that part's really important. And if you don't have like the education of the computer science fundamentals, then I think you have to spend a lot of time like teaching yourself that, because it'd be really hard to pass an interview without it.
Also, so as someone who has experience in your field, what advice would you give to someone who's new or interested in what you do?
That's a great question. I would say like just try and like learn it on your own and see if you like it, right? Like there's so many resources out there for free to like teach you how to code and like build things. So find something that you're interested in, try to build it, see if you like it. It's definitely not for everyone, but if you do like it, it's a pretty great career.
Thank you. That's all the questions.